The reality is that South Africa is getting much more younger. I mean, if you look at this room, Cecily Twaba, those are people of my age. What we did, besides the competencies that we brought to the board and the diverse skills, we look at what are the challenges facing boxing SA now. Obviously, you need some new thinking there. There's no doubt about it. You need some innovation. You need people who can apply and understand this issue of financially reviewing your model. You can't depend on the state and government forever. The issues that David was raising about. So we need people to say, to promote this important sport, what else do you need to do? Obviously, with the support of government. So that is how we looked at, and then you look at, in the number of applicants who applied, there were many, I must say. There were many. There were quite many very competent men and women. That's why you got about 4 women in the board. They're competent enough. If you look at their background and the kind of caliber that they bring to the board is what you need at the moment in PSA. When we first came to office, when we met with the federation, SASCOC, as well as other federations, let's say the Big Five, and what our emphasis was, if we were to get anything right in terms of federations, it's governance and leadership. If you get those two right, and I think you will see the improvement in a number of federations because they've improved in these two. And I think one of the immediate tasks of the new board of PSA is these two challenges. You need to stabilize leadership. You need to do right on governance. There shouldn't be any question about it, including where you review your funding model. Because if you don't review funding model, you can't have a federation that's still, including an entity, that still depends on government or the state. It's not possible with almost challenges we face in terms of our fiscus. So you need to look at corporate. So the corporate sectors. But you can't do that if you're not stable in leadership and you're not right in terms of corporate governance. So if you look at the composition of the new board, just look at where they come from. They bring diverse expertise, skills, and so on. It's people who will bring this stability we need in the PSA.
Predominantly from a broadcast and marketing background. I've been in boxing now since 2017. Together, I facilitated, organized about 23 boxing events. So I have extensive knowledge of the sport. I have a decent background of understanding the major players and, you know, the kind of challenges and the good that actually faces the sport of boxing.
When you firstly look at your team, and what can you say about it? Because, as you say, you come from a broadcast and marketing background, and I see that there's a strong balance with this new board as well.
I think it's a diverse set of skills. I think there's an opportunity for a board which is much younger to bring fresher ideas and new approaches to the ever-changing world of boxing. I think, you know, when you look at a sport that's so storied and based in history as boxing is, I'm sure to take it into the new age, you just need people who are going to bring different ideas, ventilate new ways of achieving objectives and outcomes, which could be simpler and more efficient.